Nigerian Council of State approves presidential pardon for jailed former Taraba Governor, Reverend Nyame. Welcome to the news, and please subscribe to our channel. To get notified when we post hot, juicy news updates, please click on the notification bell. Nyame was the governor of Taraba State from 1999 to 2007. The Council of State, after a meeting on Thursday in Abuja, agreed to free former Taraba State Governor, Reverend Nyame, who has been serving a jail term at the Kuje prison for misappropriation of funds while in office. Nyame was the governor of Taraba State from 1999 to 2007. The Council of State today agreed to grant him pardon. They will now write to the Attorney General of the Federation, Abubakar Malami, who will now rectify it and write it to the prison to release him. It is a political move. It is a plot for the ruling party, All Progressive Congress, to win Taraba State in the next elections. Buhari lobbied the other members of a Council of State to secure Nyame's release, a top source told Sahara reporters. It is just a formality from the AGF to release him once the council already approved it. The council considered that the amount Nyame was jailed for is not as big as what other politicians and former governors stole, another source corroborated. The Supreme Court had in February 2020 upheld a conviction and 12-year jail term given to Nyame for misappropriation of funds while he was governor of Taraba State. A 5-member panel of the Apex Court and an unanimous decision led by Justice Mary Odoli has said it found no reason to set aside concurrent judgment of both the trial court and the Court of Appeal, which found Mr. Nyame guilty of misappropriation of funds. Delivering the lead judgment, Justice Amina Oji held that the appeal the former governor filed to challenge this conviction and sentence lacked merit. The Apex Court, however, held that the appellate court was wrong to have imposed fine against Nyame. Justice Ogi therefore affirmed the imposed jail term but freed the convicted Mr. Nyame from paying fine for the crime he committed against the state while he was governor. In May 2018, when Justice Adebukola Banjoko first sentenced Nyame to jail. Wonderful. Isn't this beautiful? It is indeed a political move. It is indeed. So we have gotten to the point where people steal our funds and they're not going to be reprimanded for it. There was a country indeed. There was indeed a country. Whether it is political or whatever, the bottom line is that the council agreed to pardon him. Are you a reporter or a critic? What is even tiring me is his name, his Reverend Nyame. It is well. So it has gotten to the point where even after the so-called immunity these people have for making life a living hell for their citizens, for not doing what they were elected to do, they get to the prison and somebody somewhere presses some buttons and voila, they're out of the prison. Just like that. Oh, poor man. Poor man in Nigeria. Laws are made for you. The laws are made for us. No wonder Africa and China sing, poor man wait if money, then go show him face for crime fighter. So this man now is about to walk free. We are not even hearing that he's going to even be paying any bill fee. In fact, it is well. Sincerely, it is well, and I say again, it is well. At the outset of his government, a commentator said the administration would be killed by corruption, political consideration overrides integrity. And I don't doubt it. I don't doubt it one bit. What about thousands of Nigerian inmates also serving different jail sentences for minor offences that only affected a few people instead of that Nyame that has affected the people of a whole state with their yet unborn generations. Let Buhari give answers to this, please. My dear, asking for an answer from this government is like asking a rhetoric question. Why thousands of ordinary Nigerians that might not committed great offenses will remain for decades? My dear, do you know in that particular same prison, in that prison they have people who are innocent? You're here calling minor offenses. We have innocent people in that prison. People who have committed no offense. They were accused falsely. They're serving their term there. Why? The only crime is because they don't have a name that ring bell. They don't have a name that opens the door. And they certainly do not know anyone who is willing to do it for them. They don't know anyone who has the name that is willing to do anything for them to come out. I've said it, the laws are made for the boy. He was just 2018 year old. He has not even started his jail term. He still has a long way to go. 2018. And they said he was found guilty. This one is not a matter of, he was found guilty. Not just on one court. This will give politicians, if somebody can go and serve how many years, and, before you know it, they start pressing buttons for him. All this thing was, to me, it was pre-planned. I'm telling you. Just because they want to get Taraba State, they are willing to release someone who we should be terming a criminal. Of course now. Someone whose name should be side by side with criminal. Someone imagine, you're bringing somebody out of prison. That means he is a convict. Kai, Nigeria, how low can we go? I keep asking myself, how low can the government go to prove that they don't know nada at all? Which kind of people do we have in the system? This is what you get when we bring in people who do not even merit. M is not even in their name, not to talk of merit. They don't merit positions. They come and ruin the system. And tomorrow, it is going to be written in a history book. I'm sure when our children will be reading this history book, they are going to be like, wow, what kind of persons we are alive in this era? What kind of human beings that stood and watched these things happen? That's why sometimes when I say a little, I'm like, at the end of the day, Nigerian cities are our fault. How are we going to be living? I've asked. This story that they told us, the north is this, the east is that. When are we going to rewrite the story? When are we going to write the fact that our leaders were once upon a time this way, but we swung into action and changed it, and they are now better persons? On this note, we've come to the end of the news. We say thank you for tuning in to